Our Franklin Family Foundations are the four principles by which we live and operate in our school spaces. Our foundations build and strengthen our community. Our foundations create a safe learning environment where each unique person is wholly seen, valued, and heard. In our house, we choose to be respectful, responsible, safe, and kind.
Being respectful for me means that you don't bully each other and you don't have cat feuding, you respect each other's feelings and needs and stuff, you know what I mean?
Being responsible means to be prepared for classes and other opportunities like that.
Being safe to me means to obey the rules.
So being kind to me means helping others in need, whether they just need a pencil or helping them get through a hard time.
Hey Franklin, let's see what you guys have to think about the Franklin Family Foundations in a classroom. Mrs. Hughes, what are ways you can be responsible in a classroom?
I think one of the best ways that you can be responsible in a classroom is first come to school, because what you are not getting at home, you'll get in your classroom with your teachers, discussing it and going over it and comparing answers with peers. I think it's really important to be in the classroom. The other thing, if you're not at school, check your Google Classroom. Because I'm one teacher that posts every assignment on Google Classroom. So if a student was out, they could do the assignment at home or wherever they're at, and they could come back and clarify the answers with me, usually with posted keys. The other way to be responsible is make sure that you bring your school supplies. We need our Chromebooks, we need a paper or pencil, and we also need like textbooks or things like that. So come to class prepared, come on time, and be ready to learn. I think that's the best way to be responsible.
Thank you so much.
You're welcome. Thank you. Have a good day.
Mr. Hughes, what are ways you can be responsible in a classroom?
I would say the best thing you do in a classroom, when you're there, work. When you're in your saddle, ride, you know what I'm saying? Ever seen kids just staring around, not doing anything? I'd say that's the best thing you can be responsible.
Thank you.
Yeah, you're welcome.
Jennifer, what does it mean to be kind in a classroom?
To me, being kind in the classroom means to always clean up your messes and give good attention to the teacher.
Thank you. Yevon, what are ways you can be safe in a classroom?
You can respect differences and respect people's spaces.
Thank you.
Hi, I'm Joy. Let's go meet some students.
Hey Franklin, I'm here with Shalise and Chloe. So what does it mean for you guys to be respectful in the hallways?
To continuously walk in the halls without stopping and like huddling up with all your friends so other people can't go through.
To keep your heads to yourself.
Thank you.
Hi, I'm with Miss Hughes. Miss Hughes, what does it mean to you to be responsible in the hallways?
I think being responsible in the hallways is about recognizing which way you should be when you walk down the hall, and I think it's really important to pay attention to staying to the right when you're in the halls. When we walk this way, we stay to the right, and when we are walking the other way, we stay to the right, and it just kind of helps traffic flow better. The other thing is pay attention to the arrows that are on the stairwells, that you should go up and down the way that the arrows indicate. And the other thing is making sure that we're safe in the hallways, being responsible in the hallways by not running. And that's a big thing, is if there's a big group of kids in the hallways, it can be kind of dangerous when kids are kind of running. So just recognize that, you know, there's about 900 kids here, and our hallways are somewhat narrow when everybody's walking through. Especially in the morning when you all come in, maybe thinking about a different way that you come into the building. Not everybody has to funnel in the front. Not everybody has to funnel in the back door. There's up around the back ends that you really could look to see other entrances that are open, that you could get to your location a little bit quicker.
Hi Franklin, I'm here with Leah. Leah, what does it mean to you to be safe in the hallways?
In the hallways, to be safe, you should walk on the correct side and watch where you're going and not bump into people a ton if you can help it. And yeah, that's pretty much it.
Thank you.
You're welcome.
Hey Franklin, I'm here with Miss Keller. So Miss Keller, what does it mean to you to be kind in the hallways?
To be kind in the hallways, I think, is to look out for people that you can help, that maybe they just need a smile or somebody to say hi to them, or if there's a problem that you see, to step in and try to help fix that problem. If somebody drops something on the floor, to pick it up to help them, and to follow the rules.
Thank you.
Yep.
Hey Landon, what are the cafeteria rules to you?
Alright, so the cafeteria rules are ways to keep the place nice, which is very important because our custodian, Ernie, works very hard. They're just ways to be respectful, responsible, safe, and kind like the Franklin Foundations. So ways to do this could be like keeping your place clean or keeping it quiet. That's it.
Hey Emma, what do the Franklin Foundation rules in the cafeteria mean to you?
Well, I guess you can like clean up your own messes, so like your lunchmates don't have to like cleaning up your messes. You can just look after yourself.
Thanks. Hey Quinn, what does the Franklin Foundation rules in the cafeteria mean to you?
Well, I think they're just rules to keep us safe and keep our school clean, and I think that like they're there as guidelines to keep us safe. Some things I think we should be doing is like picking up trash when we're done eating, and then when we're outside, like don't do stupid things. Like listen to the teachers that are watching us, and yeah.
Thanks, Quinn. Hey Karina, how do the Franklin Foundation rules in the cafeteria apply to us, and what are some of them?
They apply to us because they're there to help us keep everyone safe, and some of them are things such as memorizing your lunch number or knowing what you're going to get before you get in line.
Well, thanks. How do the Franklin Foundation rules apply to you in the cafeteria?
Memorize your lunch number.
How do the Franklin Foundation rules apply in the cafeteria to you?
I always like to keep my area tidy for the janitors and always keep my area clean up all my spills and messes, and yeah.
Thanks.
Hi everybody, welcome back to Franklin. We're down here in the cafeteria and I'm going to go over a few cafeteria rules. So right here when you come down to the cafeteria, we have 3 lines: main line, fast food line, and deli line. And we will write on what we're serving for that day. And then you're going to go get into the line at the blue terminal here, and we will have a little sign telling you what is served on that line. And then you will want to remember your lunch numbers that they give you at the first of the year, and you're going to plug in your lunch, and then you're going to grab a tray, and you're going to go through the line, and then you'll sit down at the table. And then after you guys are done, after you're done eating, we would appreciate you to take your trays and your garbage and put them in the garbage can. It will help everybody. Okay everyone, this is our main line, and when you're going through the main line, our servers will be back here. It's hard to hear you when you're going through the line, so when you're picking stuff, if you will just do a thumbs up or a thumbs down, or point at what you want, but just don't touch the food that you're pointing at. That would be great because the servers can't hear you talking on the other side of this glass here. And then if you point or whatever and then go through the line, that will be great. Thank you. Hi, this is what our terminals look like, and you're going to key in your number, you're going to grab a tray, and then you're going to walk over here and grab your silverware and your napkins. There will be milk here, you'll grab your milk, you're going to walk through this line, whatever fruit you want. You can have more than one fruit. You have to take a fruit or a vegetable, but you can take as much as you want. Then you're going to get to this here. This is our fast food line, and then you're going to. There will be a server here. Sometimes we have 2 or 3 different items in here. If you will already know what you want and get to the end, it would be nice for you to just tell the server what you want so they don't have to ask every single person what they want, and it'll speed up the line if you already know when you get here what you want them to give you. That would be great. And then on this table we usually have cookies, or we have a treat. Every Friday we will have some kind of treat for everybody. Thank you. Hi, I'm here to tell you that we are down here in the cafeteria and we love to have service to help us serve you lunch. We wouldn't be able to do it without you, so if you would like to try serving on a lunch, come on down. I have sign-up sheets. You can sign up your name on it, which line you want to serve on, and then if I get too many servers, I rotate them out. But just come down, sign this, and then you'll come down 4 minutes before your bell rings in your classroom, and you will get an apron on, and you will get wash your hands, and then I'll tell you which line you can serve on. But please come sign up. Thank you. Hi everyone. My name's Bonita, and we're back here down in the cafeteria at our a la carte line. I just wanted to explain a little bit. On our a la carte line, you will have to have money on your lunch account to purchase, or you can bring cash and pay cash. They will always have what they're serving the day on this board here, and we have displays of cookies or things that we are selling for the day. So we sell ice cream, and we sell a lot of stuff off the fast food line down here. There'll be 2 terminals, and then you will line up, single file line, and go through the line and be respectful and no crowding in. And then we have a lot of it wrote up here what we serve and prices. But if you want to know what something costs or anything, just ask my gals here that run the line, and they would be glad to tell you. They'll be glad to tell you how much money is left on your account. If you have any questions, don't hesitate to come and ask any of us. We love questions, and we're really excited to see it this year, so welcome back.
When being respectful, you should follow the on-duty adults' requests. You should model good sportsmanship at the games and assemblies, and you should avoid profanity.
Hello Franklin students, just want to remind you these are some things that you need to do. Keep a level head, stay chill, change activities if you're frustrated, avoid physical contact during gameplay, and report any unsafe situations or behavior or rough play to an adult on duty. Stay safe.
Remember to always clean up your trash. This is Mr. Muta's and Miss Bowen's classroom. When in our outdoor spaces, you should avoid off-limit areas such as the bowl, wooded areas, the wall around the track, the bleachers by the freeway, and the box cars. Some areas you can go in include the track, this triangle, the basketball court, the football field, and these bleachers right here. Always invite someone to play a game or walk the track with you. Hey, you want to come walk the track with me? Sure. Okay, come on. Remember to always invite someone to play a game with you. Hey, you want to come play Frisbee with me?
Yeah. Hi Franklin, I'm here with Tegan. Tegan, what does it mean to you to be responsible in a bathroom?
By always washing your hands and being super efficient, and make sure to keep all electronics inside your locker at all times, and make sure that you carry around a hall pass.
Thank you. Hi Franklin, I'm Allie. I'm here with Mrs. Smith. Mrs. Smith, what does it mean to you to be respectful in a bathroom?
Okay, here are some ways you can be respectful in the bathroom. Number 1, use the bathroom for bathroom appropriate activities only. So don't use it as an excuse just to get out of class. Second thing, keep the walls and the sink and all areas in the bathroom free of graffiti. Third, keep the floor and the sinks tidy. So if you drop soap on it, come on, wipe it up. Keep it tidy. Wait your turn. And lastly, take food out of the bathrooms. That's just gross. Don't take food in the bathrooms. Okay, be respectful in the bathrooms. everywhere else too. Thanks, Franklin.
Thank you. Hi, Franklin. I'm here with Mrs. Hassenflug. Mrs. Hassenflug, what does it mean to be kind in the bathroom?
Well, first of all, to respect others' privacy, because we're used to having privacy in bathrooms, and school is a little bit different than home, but we can still be kind and let people have their space. And then if you find something lost, turn it into the office, because if you lost something, you would want that done for you. And don't leave a mess so that the bathroom is nice for the next person.
Thank you. Hi, Franklin. I'm here with Mrs. Hale. Mrs. Hale, how do you be safe in a bathroom?
Hey, I have some great tips. Remember, the bathrooms are a great thing to use and use appropriately, so let me tell you how to be safe. Remember, restroom passes are not available the first 10 minutes or last 10 minutes of class. Make sure you're only doing one person per stall. We don't want big crowds in the stalls. Report to administration or a teacher, the nearest adult, if you notice any smoking, vaping, drugs, alcohol, vandalism, or any other illegal activity. Report to administration or the nearest teacher if you see any fighting. So that could be a verbal argument where people are shouting, or a physical fight where people are hitting each other or pushing or shoving. If there's a large mess, we have the supplies to clean that up. So make sure you let us know if there's a large mess in the bathroom too. And then always communicate with an adult where you are. So don't use the bathroom without an adult knowing you're there. That's it. Be safe.
Thank you.
You're welcome.
How can we be responsible with our electronics in school?
You can keep them you can keep your phone and your earbuds in your locker at all times.
How can you be responsible using electronics?
Ask an adult before using the office phone.
How can we be safe on Chromebooks at school?
By not doing anything stupid, like don't go on websites you're not allowed to do, you know?
Thank you. How can we use our electronics to positively affect our community?
We can use electronics to positively affect our community by only saying kind words and saying things that are necessary and not being rude.
Hi Franklin! Today we're learning about the dress code policies.
When wearing jewelry, avoid sharp points and studs.
While wearing shorts, be sure the hem falls below your fingertips.
When wearing shirts, avoid midriffs, and if you do have a midriff, wear an undershirt. Make sure to pay 50 cents before you wear a hat.
When commenting on someone else's outfit, make sure to keep it nice.
I like your shirt. Thanks.
When wearing shirts with symbols on them, avoid drug, gang, and weapon references.
Make sure that your shirt hem falls below the waistline of your pants or shorts. Be careful when you wear tank tops. Make sure they are 3 fingers wide.
Let's see what our Franklin family thinks they can do to respect our subs and guest teachers.
We can respect guest teachers by keeping quiet and listening to what they are saying.
We can respect the subs by not making up the excuse I need to go to the bathroom 200 million times.
Good job. Let's ask our Franklin family how we can be responsible when we have subs and guest teachers.
We can be responsible when we have subs by following the subs rules and/or with teachers.
We can be responsible around guest teachers by keeping meetings.
Now let's stay safe.
We can be safe with subs by following all school rules and staying in your seats unless told otherwise.
We can be safe with guest teachers by listening and following their directions.
Good job. Being kind to subs is super important. We want them to feel like they're part of our Franklin family.
Being kind to subs is super important. Remember, we only have a limited amount of subs. We want them to feel like they're part of our Franklin family.
And that's what you do when you have a substitute or a guest teacher.
How do the Franklin Foundations apply to your lockers? Well, we can be respectful by keeping our part of the locker tidy and take home anything that you don't need on a regular basis. Make sure you throw away trash and don't keep food in your locker. How can you be responsible with your locker? Well, make sure you memorize your locker combination or write it down and keep it in a private spot so that you can always get into your locker. If there's any damage that's done to your locker, make sure you report that to your TA teacher right away. Also make sure if there's any graffiti or anything on your locker that you either remove it or let an adult know. How can we be safe with our locker? Well, make sure you keep your locker combination private. Don't share it with anybody. And stay in the same locker that you were assigned for the whole year. How can we be kind with our lockers? Well, make sure you close or lock your locker that has been left open. And make sure you help anybody that's struggling with opening a locker. Thanks, Franklin.
I like having a locker so I can keep the things I'm not using during the classes I'm in my locker so I don't have to worry about them. And I keep it so clean by always keeping the things out that I don't need in there anymore and keeping food out of it.
So my favorite part about having a locker is just like being able to leave my stuff in my locker and not carrying it everywhere.
My favorite part about having a locker is that I can keep all my stuff in there. And my favorite part about having a locker partner is that I have someone who can help me keep my locker clean.
Hi Franklin, I'm here with Mr. Varican. Mr. Varican, how do you think we can be respectful and responsible after school activities?
Okay, I'm glad you asked me that because we've had a little bit of trouble with some of this stuff. And I'll talk about after school in general, whether there are activities or not. We'll talk about how to be responsible, respectful, safe, and kind. On days when there are not any activities, there's no after school, so like Mondays and Fridays, no basketball games, no volleyball games, all of that. So those are typically Mondays and Fridays. We need everybody on Mondays. We get out of school at 2:35. We need everybody off campus and headed home by 3 o'clock. If you're here past 3 o'clock, we don't have supervision for you and it becomes an unsafe situation. So there could be some consequences as well for if you're here past 3. So you need to be off campus by 3 o'clock on Mondays and by 4 o'clock on Fridays because we get out at 3:35. With the exception of if we have a special activity or something like that going on one of those days, and then we'll make that clear. If you are staying for after school academy, then you need to be, as soon as the school day ends, you go get your materials and you go straight to either Mr. or Mrs. Hughes's room. And you are in there until your ride comes. If you finish your work at 4:15 and you don't have your ride coming till 5, you stay in the room. Bring a book or something like that to read so that you can fill that time, because we don't want you wandering around the campus being unsafe between when you finish your work and when your ride comes. If you're staying for an activity, a volleyball game, basketball game, or some other activity, you are to be in the gym where the activity, or whatever place the activity is taking place. You make sure that you are in that location. Most of the time that's the gym when we have sporting events here. If it's a track meet, sometimes it's out by the track. If it's cross country, it's out on the grounds. But you need to be in that place, not wandering around the school, not hanging out downstairs. We do not allow people to play basketball in the lower cafeteria while events are going on, or even if events not going on. So when there's an activity going on, you need to be in that activity, or you go home. Those are your options for that. So I know sometimes it seems like we're being a little bit unreasonable, but that's not the case. We just want to make sure that everybody is safe and is exhibiting responsible, respectful, safe, and kind behavior. If you have any questions ever about whether or not you can do something while you're at an activity or after school, just let us know and we're happy to answer that question for you. But again, we just want everybody to be safe and not to have anything happen that is undesirable. So again, ask us if you have any questions, and we hope that you have a great experience coming to we want as many of you to come out to our activities as we can get, because the more students we have, the better the crowd is and the better the team responds. So we always love to have people out. You just got to make sure that you follow a few rules to be responsible, respectful, safe, and kind. Thank you. Mm-hmm.
Hi Franklin. How does the Franklin Foundations apply to physical displays of affection? Well, we need to remember to be respectful by honoring people's personal space. And we need to be responsible by keeping our hands, feet, and personal items to ourselves. We need to make it a personal practice to not touch other people at school. We can be safe by reporting any unwanted physical contact to an adult. And we can be kind by using kind words to greet friends or classmates. We can even create random acts of kindness to show someone that we care.
Hi, buddy. Hey, buddy, old pal.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Hey, man, I love your shoes.
Oh, thank you so much. I like your outfit today.
Thank you.
Hi Franklin, I'm Mr. Brewer. I teach math for the 7th and 8th graders, but I want to talk to you about today is when we report things. So we're going to look at the respectful, responsible, safe, and kind portions of this. In order to be respectful, all members of our Franklin family deserve to be wholly seen, valued, heard, and all members of our Franklin family deserve to feel safe expressing their true selves without judgment. That's something we hold true. So when we report things, we are able to make sure that happens. Keep that idea safe. Responsible. It is our responsibility to report things that may not be safe or may not be kind, right? But we need to distinguish the difference between reporting and tattling. So we want to report things to keep things safe at the school. Reporting does not have bad intentions. Reporting is the opposite of tattling. It has helpful intentions. If you report something, you're trying to help somebody or something. If you tattle, you're trying to get somebody in trouble or make somebody's life a little worse. We don't want to do that. We want to do the reporting thing in order to keep things safe. Reporting is a tool to help us all hold each other accountable for good choices and good behavior that improves our community in a positive way. So if you see something that needs to be reported, please do. If you see something that maybe not be following the rules or that makes somebody feel unsafe or unwelcome, that's something we should talk to somebody about. Safety. If you need to report an issue, who do you report it to? Well, any respected adult, any trusted adult. Teachers, principals, vice principal, counselors, anybody who is a trusted adult, you can report to, and they will be able to help you out with what you need to get done. The sooner you report, the better, right? We don't want to let it 2 weeks, 2 weeks ago I saw, then we get into tattling territory. So we want to report as fast as possible in order to make that as useful. We want to be useful here. So kind. Obviously that's kind, right? We want to treat people the way we want to be treated. Use the golden rule. Be a good listener, right? So if somebody reports something to you or somebody talks to you about something, be a good listener and know that it's okay to say you're unsure how to help. If you're unsure how to fix something, that's fine, but make sure that you report it to a trusted adult. Thanks, Franklin. Have a good day.
What up, Franklin students? We're here at the Counseling Center, and we want to talk about the Franklin Family Foundations and how they apply to the school counselors here at Franklin. Mr. Stillman.
Thank you. Yes. Well, the first thing we try to serve a lot of you guys. There's 750 or so, and so we're trying to do the best we can. To get a hold of us, you just have to email us by just finding us stillmte@sd25.us. You can email me, and that's the best way to get a hold of us. Talk to your teachers, talk to what you can, be able to get a hold of us.
Yeah, absolutely. I'm Mrs. Bjorkia, and I work with students with last names A through K, and my email address is also long. I don't know how you could say that out loud. That was super impressive. So you'll email us to set appointments. That's the perfect way to be responsible and to set up appointments with us. So email us. We'll try and get you in as quickly as possible. We're really great at answering emails quickly, so we'll try and respond to your email the same day, but at the latest, you'll hear back from us within about 24 hours or by the end of the next school day. Keep us posted on why you need to chat with us. That helps us know what to prioritize as well. So there's the responsible piece.
All right, and now this next one is safety. So we want you all to be safe. So if you guys have an emergency or you guys are in danger somehow, you know somebody else is in danger, or they just please notify the closest adult. We'll always be on hand, if your teacher, whoever you can, to notify if you guys are not safe.
And last but not least, kind. We are kind people, wouldn't you say, Mr.
Yes.
Stillman? I would say we're very kind. Mrs. Otley is in our counseling center. She's super kind too. She's our counseling secretary. And Mrs. Rosa is also here with us in the counseling center. We want to get to know all of you, so please come see us. Come stop by and say hi. Email when you need a check-in, but know that we're here to serve you. We're here to help, and so to be kind, just come introduce ourselves. If you see us in the hallway, say hello. we're here to have fun with you. There we go. I think that's it.
Thank you.